Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to all the geeks out there, and all the geekdom, and welcome to another. Oh my god, I did it again, and I just said it. Welcome to another Our Little Geekdom. You see, it's a problem now as well because Tunes is on the screen, so all I can think of is Geek Inspired Podcast.
It's a visual cue.
It is. So for those of you who don't know, Tunes is one of our close friends. We've been we did a podcast before. You can check it out on our channel and on Tunes' channel, called the Geek Inspired Podcast. We used to put some videos up, just showing off some talking to people and all that stuff. It's what we did. It was fun. We had a lot of good times doing that. And there might be a time when we do it again, but we're not all sure about that just yet because we're all very busy with our own podcasts.
It'll be in discussion.
Yeah, it's in discussion.
Yeah.
Anyway,
to be disclosed.
To be disclosed. Yes. So Tunes is not only an avid podcaster who creates his own podcasts too. Go and check those out. Those are pretty cool. He's also a scientist, a biologist actually, and he's a doctor as well. Yeah. He's a doctor biologist.
And he is now a director as well.
Yes, he's now a director as well.
Director.
So he's moving up in the world, guys. He's soon going to be directing like really cool National Geographics and stuff like that.
I'm just collecting titles, seeing what I can get. Doctor, director. I'm going to go for Lord. I'm going to buy that square meter of Scotland. I'm going to get Lord.
That's fine. It's fine. We're buying more than a square meter when we do actually eventually get a house.
So you're gonna be lords. The SAX.
Yes, because if you own a house, and just for everyone else's interest here, if you buy a piece of property in the UK, well, they said that you got to buy a square meter or something stupid like that.
Meter by a meter.
Yeah, you can become a lord, and my logic.
You get like a whole certificate and everything. It's pretty cool.
My logic thinking that would be, okay, if that's the case, then if I buy a house, I mean, I own the land that the house is on. Doesn't that mean I'm a lord?
Yeah. Or do you become a duke then?
I don't know. But in Scotland, they're actually called lairds, not lords.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Let's
anyway,
Geekoscopy
let's introduce, shall we? So this is the one and only Geekoscopy, a good friend of ours. Welcome to the stream, to the podcast.
Thank you. It's fun to be here. It's always fun talking to you guys. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been too long.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has. So, something else about Tunes that we didn't actually mention. He's also a dungeon master. So if you guys ever want to like get into some D&Ding, you might just go, okay, well, come on, join me. But you're gonna have to be on the video. Anyway, so yeah, that's the whole thing. We're gonna be talking favorite games and things like that. Board games, basically, favorite board games and things, because
we've already done video games.
Yeah, and that gets a bit. It'll be a bit overwhelming if we do it with everyone. So we thought we'll change it up. Everyone's got a different hobby and a different fancy and a different enjoyment, and Tunes is board games. So, tell us, Tunes, any good board games that you played recently?
Recently, no, not really. I mean, we had this whole pandemic thing for the past couple of years, which inhibited a lot of people gathering in a single place, safely in any way, or legally. So I haven't really played a lot of board games recently, and I played a bit of D&D online. But even D&D is better in person. Playing tabletop is always good when you have a tabletop to play on.
Yeah.
Indeed, yeah. So, I haven't really played anything recently. But my main, I think, preference when it comes to tabletop and board games is cooperative games. So games where you can play together against the game. Or maybe like multiple people against like one or two other asynchronous type of games or betrayal style games. So those are some of my favorite. What have you guys been playing recently?
Actually, funny enough, come to mention that you remember that Dungeon Mayhem game that you Karen and myself played back in SA. Well,
indeed, this guy.
Yeah, we got the big one of that.
We got the monster.
Nvidia is just blocking it out like it's
a
porn thing.
But that's not part of the video.
No, this wasn't safe for work. Don't play this at work, guys. Nvidia said no.
Yeah, so we got the big version of that one. We got the what's it?
Monster Madness.
Yeah. So we got the big one. It's actually quite fun. There's a whole bunch of new monsters in there, which are quite cool.
Like there's a chair one and like ice cube and
Ice cube.
an
Sounds like
owl.
Jeanette's in this cube. You play as these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It's
Because
mini.
the first
Mini leche
the first
or
edition is all
something like that.
player characters, they're not
Yeah.
monsters.
Yeah, there were main characters. Some of them from Baldur's Gate, like Jahira,
And
I think is in
yeah,
yours.
and I think there was an expansion which had like
Mm.
Baldur's Gate characters.
Yeah, that was.
Oh,
Isn't Jahira in yours? I thought you had Jahira in yours.
Chihira, no.
Uh,
These are all new characters, I think.
I think Khalid and Jahira are both in it, and I know that Boo is in. Well, we've got Boo. Or do we have Boo? Or
You can
Khalid?
play as Boo. That's interesting.
Not Boo. Sorry. And what's his name? Minsk.
Minsk.
Not,
Just like I'll
not
play the
Boo.
space hamster, yeah.
Sorry, my mistake. Not Boo. That was. I meant Minsk.
Yeah. They're both one entity anyway. You can't have one without the other. You have to have Minsk and Boo.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's a fun game, and we also recently, because I played it as a kid and I loved it, and we saw it in the shop, and Ziv was like, "Oh, I've never played this game. It's not like a proper board game.
It is a proper board game.
Well, it is, but it's more for kids, and it's a lot of fun. Is Mousetrap?
Mm.
That
Mousetrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mousetrap is actually quite a fun game. It's got a lot of just like
You got
interesting.
to catch the cheese.
Yeah, you got to catch the cheese.
And
You
that's
gotta
the
Get
goal.
some cheese.
Yeah, and you've got to steal cheese away from the other players as well to be the ultimate cheese master.
What kind of how do you play it?
Kez can explain it. She's known it for longer than I have.
So obviously you roll dice to determine your moves and stuff like that, and there's little squares on the board where you can either steal cheese from your opponent or you get cheese when you land on the cheese square, and then there's like a trap thing that you can fall on, and if you land on the trap, then you get to choose who you want to send to be caught. And basically there's like this whole I don't know if it's a mechanical thing. It's not really mechanical, but they worked out this whole system where you take a ball and you knock it with a shoe, then it goes down the stairs, then it goes around a little slide thing up into another wheel thing, and then basically like this whole contraption thing that eventually lowers a trap down onto the mouse, and if you catch the mouse in that trap, you get that person's cheese. And the goal is basically just to have a whole wedge thing, like a full circle of cheese.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. It's very hard to understand. Basically, it really is a ball. It literally you put the ball in a place, and you pull back a little boot, and it kicks a stop sign that nudges the ball, and the ball starts on the path. So it's literally created a full path created where it
Like
actually
a chain reaction thing. That's
yeah.
what I was looking for.
yeah. So it's actually properly
Pinball machine.
essentially. So it's quite fun, and then you have to obviously reset everything afterwards, or after each trap. But it's very fun. It's quite fun to play the game. I think I enjoy it. We also got Dune though, like Dune board game. Haven't played it yet.
No, we
Still
haven't
gotta
played it.
Yeah. I got the Witcher board game like 2 years
Oh,
ago,
nice.
and I did not open the box yet. It's terrible. It's sad.
There's the Witcher board game. I gotta see this.
yeah. Jeez, I should have brought it. I brought like a pile of games like as props, but I didn't bring that on.
I remember that one that you just held up. That's the one
Oh,
that
yeah.
made Ziff so angry.
This one, yeah, made of some.
Yeah, I don't like that game. I don't like
It
that
was,
game.
it was uncomfortable. You could feel like the anger
the
emanating off,
tension.
like the heat.
I did not like that game, guys.
No,
just so
you guys
know.
are conspiring against me, and this game is cheating.
I can't find this board game.
The thing is, like, we wasn't. It was just
No.
like luck. It was just luck, but it like the luck was so out to get him. It was almost
It really
like
was.
inspiring.
So I wanted to put the dice in the microwave.
That was not it was a fun game, but it was not fun with Ziff
No.
in there. You could, as you said, you could like feel it and see the smoke coming out of his ear.
I can't find this Witcher board game, dude.
Can't find the Witcher board.
Actually, cannot find it. I'm looking everywhere. I can't find it.
I
Well,
mean, I can go get it.
It's not
show
necessary.
you.
That way.
Although Nvidia will like blur it out anyways.
Yeah, no. I'll look at the. I'll just Google it. I was on Amazon.
Yeah.
I need to go get out, so I'm gonna. You'll see like a faded, blurry chair.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna go get out.
we have a few board games. Hey, there's a Doom board game. Cool. Is it Old World by Go? Maybe. Is it the Witcher? The Witcher Old World. There's also the Witcher Adventure game. It could be the Witcher Adventure game.
It is, yeah. It's an adventure
Okay.
game.
Okay. Cool.
The,
It does
the
actually
weird
look quite
thing
nice,
about that
yeah.
is though, if you like the word adventure, like sounds like you play cooperatively though, but it's
You're actually playing against each other.
It's a competitive game,
Oh wow.
which was a bit disappointing.
Yeah, no, that would disappoint me too.
Yeah,
To be quite
I
honest,
mean,
because
there is
yeah.
there is a Witcher RPG though that you could play, but you have to buy the books and stuff.
oh yeah, yeah, I think
I
saw that
expected the
just
board
now.
game to be something that you can play together with against monsters. 'Cause it makes more sense that way. You know?
Yeah,
Unless you're playing like a Risk type thing where you're playing against different nations, that I can understand. But then you wouldn't name it adventure game. Like it
no,
doesn't, that
it's
doesn't
not an
make sense.
adventure game. It's a 2v2, 5v5, and all that. They've actually got a Dark Souls game and a Bloodborne game as well, dude.
Oh yeah. No.
Oh, you can only imagine how hard those games are.
I don't think the Bloodborne game was rated very well. I don't know about the Dark Souls game.
Let's see.
But I think the
check
Dark
Bloodborne
Souls
game.
game is like very long, or can be very long. Played in a quick session.
I'll quickly check.
Which is, I suppose it's interesting for video games. For board games, not so much. Like there's
Yeah,
always a
the-
time limit on board games.
There is, yeah. Right, I see. I don't need props. Oh my god. You had to do that, didn't you? Oh my god. Ignore that. No one saw that. You just had to hand it to me outside where I need to put my camera. But, stop it. Stop doing it. Just put them down on the other side.
Because it's like and another one, and another one,
Yeah.
another one.
Right, so it looks like there's a new Bloodborne board game that's just come out because I've got the one,
Another
oh, the
one?
one, yeah. I think it's maybe an expansion. I don't know. They just look different. But it's got 4.5 stars out of 5. So I don't know if that's the company or the
Okay.
game. I'll check now. There we go.
No, it's a fun game to play, but if you know friends really well, you kind of gonna win.
Friends Trivial Pursuit.
Oh, if you know the Friends the show really well. I thought
Friends
you were
the
like
show,
one of the
yeah.
Friends people.
I know this
Yeah,
board game's
I mean,
got a pretty good rating.
Trivial Pursuit is a classic. I
It
mean,
is, it'll always be.
from the classic games, I only like Trivial Pursuit and 30 Seconds. I don't like
Speaking of.
Monopoly or
Speaking of,
30 Seconds
Yes,
is a
30
classic.
okay, so Bloodborne, the board game, funny enough, actually has an 86 out of 100. So it's not actually that
That's
bad
good.
by the look. Yeah, it looks like
Okay.
it's been scored quite nicely.
I was thinking of a different game.
Possibly, it might have been Dark Souls. You know, because Dark Souls may have.
But I mean, I don't like the Souls type video games, so it's not something I would buy anyway.
Yeah, me neither.
yeah, no, I like them. That's why I've got Bloodborne and Dark Souls.
I might buy it as like a present to my brother. He like my baby brother, he loves the Souls games. He's like platinum Bloodborne and like platinum like
Sounds like
all
so.
these other ones. And I'm like, geez Louise, I don't know. Your brain has to be much younger than you to play this game.
yeah, no, I'm not that
My
good at the
brain
game. I
is
just like it.
deteriorating by the second. My hand-eye coordination is dying.
That's why you got to try keeping that from happening. Play more board games. And
more
play more,
games.
play,
Yeah.
play more games. Yes.
So for those of the
suppose.
people who don't know what Ambition is about, why don't you tell them?
Ambition. You should
I
probably
think
get
it's
Rob
Ambition.
Acton on the show. So
We
you
should
can,
probably
Yeah.
speak to Rob Acton. Yeah.
yeah, he's a really nice guy. I'm sure you'd enjoy chatting to you.
Mm.
But
should do that,
Ambition
yeah.
is basically it's a mind game, essentially. But what you're trying to do as a player is try to gain control of this kingdom that's kind of like in turmoil. But you do that by just assembling money, I suppose, which I think is an allegory for power. But you do that by
You have
kind
to
of
betray.
tricking the other players into it and like betraying them and backstabbing and tricking and
You asshole.
messing with them. Yeah. Yeah. So the actual game goes on like in the players' minds, but the real cool part of it is that the pieces are so simple to learn. Rules are so simple to learn. You have different characters that you kind of like put down and play, and that
Yeah.
determines what abilities they have. And you have to try as a player to try and either block them from playing certain characters, or try and counter them with abilities. Yeah, try and figure out what they're gonna do. You can plan for it, and it's kind of like chess in that way, but it's a much more simpler game to actually play. I really enjoy Ambition. There's no mobile app for it. Try it.
Oh, nice. He's got a mobile app as well.
Yeah, I was an alpha tester for that. I can
Oh,
add that to my
nice.
list of titles. So I was an alpha.
Tester over.
Nice.
It's really good. I think there's like a demo playing like a simplified version of it, test it out,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, then pro will unlock like the complete game. But I recommend getting the board game. It's a good set of pieces to play,
Mm.
and it's local South African stuff, which is
Exactly.
nice.
Yeah, no, there's. I don't know why Kez brought the Lord of the Rings. You
It's
saw,
a card game.
yeah, you saw me get that. I got that whole bunch when I was in South Africa. Yeah, I got Star Trek. Yeah,
we just stockpiled on that. I'm hoping that like one day it goes up in value, but we might have to wait like decades.
yeah.
Well, hey,
Yeah,
you
no,
never know.
That's the game we're talking about. But yeah, we stockpiled these. We got so
Yeah, we
many.
just bought a bunch of it. We could all be worth nothing. But the thing is, they don't make those anymore. So
No.
technically, it should go up in value all the time.
Yeah,
So
and
we'll see.
yeah, no, got that, and then I got the Star Trek card game as well. So, but I got that up here in the UK. I actually went onto eBay and I found a company that still has sealed box, like sealed 15-pack cards, but like a box of sealed 15-pack cards. So I just went and bought a whole bunch of those. Yeah, and I'm stockpiling those now as well.
Did you end up getting Star Realms?
No.
No, that's one game we still have to get. It's actually
That's so up your alley, Zev. You really enjoy that.
yeah, probably.
It's a good game to also like travel with because it's like a small box that you can take around.
Yeah, no. We also, there's one game that I want to and still have to get because I know that my brother's not a big fan of it, but I love it. It's Twilight Imperium. Got to get that
Oh
game.
jeez.
It's so expensive though.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Have
like-
you played it?
I've never played it. I've watched it being played and I've seen like reviews and read about it and stuff. I don't think it's anything I'd
Long.
ever play or buy. If I get a chance to play it, I'll try it. But it's like, I think games of those like last 3+ hours and stuff. Really complicated. But it's one of those things that are like just rooted in the history of gaming.
Yeah.
Something I should just try and find a way to play it at some point.
Jesus, it's £106.
That's a lot.
Fucking
6
hell.
nopes. Yeah.
That's 106 nopes right there. Exactly.
I have the best game. I want the best game ever. I want Unstable Unicorns.
Yeah, you know that we got her a whole bunch of games. I even got her Exploding Kittens. No, what was it?
Imploding Kittens.
Imploding Kittens. So we had Exploding Kittens before, the first one, and I got that for her birthday. So she got Imploding Kittens for her birthday, and she loves it because it comes with one thing that she really likes. You're gonna have to put it on your head, Angel.
I know.
You have to put it on. You'll see now what it is. It's very funny. It's extremely funny. Is that an expansion? Sorry, I'm looking if there's an expansion to the Doom thing.
Board game come with cosplay. It does.
It's the cone of shame.
Very sick cat, yeah.
It's the cone of shame.
Board game with cosplay in it.
I should probably rotate my camera. I can't remember.
Is that something that you use in the game?
Yes, actually, it's actually part of the game itself. So you actually have to. You can use it on someone basically. It's really
Not
really
in
funny.
Corona times, no. You probably designed that before 2020. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it. But yeah, so that's something that I got for Kez for her birthday. I thought that she did.
How many games, like board games, need to be redesigned now for this new era?
They're putting most of them now on Steam. I've actually seen there's a huge Steam sale going on.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
A whole bunch of board
I've
games.
seen it, yeah.
Yeah, and so Kez and I are looking at getting a few of those as well because
Well, it's cool because it's like got Arkham Horror on it, and there's Mysterium, which is a fun board game to play. I think we need to get Mysterium. It's a lot of fun.
I'd like to actually get the board game itself.
Yeah,
to be
but that's
honest.
what I mean. Get the
Oh.
board game version of Mysterium.
Okay.
And then there was a few
It's a pretty
others.
game.
It is. It's really pretty. And a lot of fun.
It is indeed.
I have Tabletop Simulator on Steam, but I never played it. Did I even get you guys a copy? But it
You
wasn't.
did, but it
and we
doesn't
can't.
work.
It doesn't work because you guys left. Yeah.
Yeah, we left South Africa. And it's like, oh, well, screw you. You can't have it now.
That was really annoying.
was
We need
terrible.
to still get it though, because I remember we said that we'll get it so that we can play games with everyone. Just because.
Play games like, what games can we play?
Tabletop games.
Games. Like it's there's like community made like versions of board games on there.
Yeah, well, I do want to see what games they have though, because apparently there's a whole bunch of really cool ones that they actually have that they've brought out. Apparently they've got Dropship Commander as well.
I don't know what that is. What is Dropship Commander?
I think it's
I
called
don't know
Dropship
what that is
Commander. Hang
either.
on. I'll tell you now. It's a game. Obviously. If I can find it. You guys can keep talking until I find the damn thing.
No, it's well, no, it's your time to show off more of your games.
Drop Zone Commander. No,
game.
Drop Zone Commander? No, it's not.
Yeah,
Okay,
show off
so-
your games.
Like I said, I like cooperative games. And one of my favorites is Forbidden Desert. Jeez, NVIDIA.
Ooh.
It's not a background.
From what I can
foreground.
see,
Yeah, it looks
it
quite
looks
nice.
quite interesting.
Yeah, so this is actually like a tin, which is interesting.
Mm.
It's nice to look at, but it doesn't like match anything else you have on your shelf, which is all like cardboard boxes, which makes it stand out. But it's a game where
Yeah.
you play cooperatively, trying to like fix a ship together and get out where the desert consumes you.
Oh wow.
Forbidden Desert. And I think
Nice.
for the same person, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Which is probably a forbidden game now, Pandemic. Because of the pandemic.
You can't play that on YouTube, you'll be banned.
You'll be banned, yeah. Also a cooperative game where you play as the CDC and quell like 4 different
Yeah, you'll
pandemics
definitely be
world.
banned.
Is it the same as the one that we played with you online?
Yeah, it is the same. It's also an Xbox game. So I don't know whether it's still there.
I think it is. I think I remember
Is it on
seeing
Game
it the
Pass? Oh,
other
it is.
day.
It is. It's still on Game Pass.
Yeah.
I don't know if I saw it on Xbox or if I
It's Game
saw it on
Pass.
Steam, but I remember seeing it come up. I'm like, hey, I know that game.
No, we've got it
Yeah.
on Game Pass. It's on Game Pass. I don't think it's leaving just yet, at least.
No, I don't think so.
Let's see what's leaving.
Another good one that I got
Shitty
more
games.
recently is King Domino. And it's kind of like a fusion between dominoes and what's the other bit of it? More like Camelot. I don't know if you guys know Camelot. Where you try and build like a big kingdom from a set of tiles. But essentially it's a tile placing game. You try and like build a little kingdom, and you try and score as many points depending on type of terrain you have it at. And it's kind of like a more simpler version of Azul, which is a similar type of tile placement game. But Azul is much more expensive. It's very expensive pieces. Probably double the price of King Domino, and it's more difficult.
So it's nice to know when they're more difficult. You're gonna cuck harder, that's why. You're gonna cuck harder.
Some games, like, it's good. Like, it depends, like, on what friend group you have when you play. Like, if you have, like, a more casual, then you want games that are quick to learn.
Yeah.
And maybe they might be difficult to master, but you need to be able to explain to them human.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
there are other games that are like really difficult to, but then it always comes down to luck whether some people win, and that's kind of weird. But it is more fun to play with more hardcore people who are hardcore gaming.
Yeah.
I like Seven. Is it Seven Wonders? The one with the.
There's one called Seven Wonders. Yeah.
That's
that
quite
is cool.
fun. That's a one of the more hardcore ones where you've got to build up and gain resources and trade with the different people to build your wonder and stuff like that. And we played that with Zip's brother and sister-in-law, and that was actually quite fun. It took a while to like get the hang of it and get used to the rules and things like that. And then you go, oh wait, should we be doing this? Yeah, no, it's fine. Wait, let me check the rules. Wait, let's do this.
The rules are always the thing.
But it's still a lot of fun, and it's different because like there's an A side and a B side, and then you can do like different things and stuff.
Yeah, Seven Wonders is also a classic. Kind of like a condensed version of Civilization.
Yeah, essentially.
Civilization Light.
Yeah, I'm looking at getting Civilization as well.
Obviously
the board game or
the board game. I've got the game on.
You got the game.
Yeah,
which is your favorite Civilization?
I haven't played 6 yet, to be honest, so I can't actually
You haven't
tell.
played 6 yet?
No.
I think I like 5 better than 6. I think
What are you doing?
6 is flashier. But I think...
Yeah, from what I've seen, I've only played a bit of it. I've only played like a small amount of 6, and it is very flashy. But 5 has more of that I don't know, that more Civilization feel to it, I suppose is what you call it.
It's like a more gritty feel. Like 6 is more like cartoony.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is not inherently bad.
No, it isn't.
But both games are played like hundreds of hours off. It's not like it's so stupid.
Yeah, no, I actually, like I said, I haven't played a lot of 6. I think I should probably play at some point and just get like into it again. But I've been, I install it and then I delete it because I need space, and then I install it and then I delete it again because I need space, and I install it and then I delete it again because I need space. It's a constant nightmare with me. I just haven't got enough space on my PC, so I'm going to be buying new hard drives for both our PCs so that we can upgrade, because God, I can't stand this.
Also to delete a bunch of stuff off Xbox Game Pass. Just keep downloading stuff but not playing any of it.
Yeah. You sit there, you're like,
well.
yeah, you just sit there and you look at all these games, you're like, oh, why have I even got this? I'm not playing it. It's like, yeah, but I really think I might one day, but then you never really get around to playing it. Like, you know what? This has been on my computer for months and I still haven't played it. I'm deleting it.
But also
It was technically like free, you know.
Yeah. No, it's not. It won't always be there. If
Not
you're on
always,
Steam, it
but
will.
there's some stuff that like disappears from the Game Pass store, but for majority of them, it's always there. So if you do uninstall it and you feel like one day maybe I'm actually gonna get into playing this, and it's there, then you can just always download it again.
Yeah.
Do you guys have this gen consoles now? Do you have PS5 Series X?
No. It's impossible to find them.
Do you?
Do you feel like a need for them though?
No, not really. The whole thing is, nothing has come out that even...
Makes you go, oh my god, I want that.
Yeah, I haven't...
I feel like that for any game that came out in the past, 2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
I
It's just
feel
like,
like
yeah...
It feels like such a dry spell for the game. I'm not excited about anything that's come
Neither am
out
I.
recently.
Yeah. Games come out, you're like, oh, look at that. Meh.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Well,
There's a
there
lot of
was
sequels and stuff that just don't look interesting.
No, they don't.
But then what
Sequels
happened to
and
Cyberpunk, guys?
remasters.
What happened to Cyberpunk?
I know.
I still like it. I'm sorry. I
Look,
still
it's-
like it.
Cyberpunk
I'm
was
about
like-
to finish it, so I can't fault it. I'm
Cyberpunk was
enjoying
the
it.
last nail in the coffin for me when it comes to the video game industry. It was like, okay, now I can trust there's no one I can trust. I will always wait for
Yeah.
and see reviews. I will never pre-order anything ever. Even if that studio has only made good games for 20 years, I am still
Yeah.
never.
I get where you're
Never.
coming from.
Yeah, because CD
It's
Projekt
so
Red,
sad.
they were the pinnacle where you could actually look at them and go, you know what? They always make good games, and they are buggy when they start. And then this came out, and they were like, it was very buggy. I'm not complaining. I like the game. It's still a good game. And yes, I'm waiting because I still believe that CD Projekt Red will pull something out of their arse and fix the game. They will do the Hello Games thing where they fix the game so well that it is loved by all.
Well, you know what? I play it from time to time, and I can see the fixes that they put in, and I can see the changes that they're making as they go along. So they are working on it, and they are trying to fix it. There are still some bugs, but it's not as bad as when the game first came out.
Yeah, so there is that at least.
Yeah. No,
But-
I see updates and people reviewing the patches and stuff, and it does look promising.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's their legacy has been tainted. But it's
Oh
They
yeah,
were
no.
they were industry darlings in the PS4 generation,
Yeah.
and it just
No, the
went
thing
from
is-
that to zero overnight.
Yeah, the thing is that it's the execs. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It was the execs all along. They were the ones who screwed up everything. So I'm not actually surprised that it happened. Because, video game execs and all that stuff. And also, it doesn't help that there were gamers out there that hyped up way too much. And we're like, when they said, look, we might have to delay the game. No, don't delay. I've been waiting so long for the game. Bring it out. Just bring it out.
And
Like
then they
fucking
brought
whiny
it out,
crybabies.
and then they moaned about it anyway.
Yeah, they were fucking whiny crybabies. That annoyed me. That irritated me. It was you can't have your cake and eat it too, buddy. I'm sorry. It's just how it goes. Either you get the game released broken, or you wait for them to fix it and then let them release the game in a good state. Your decision. Make it.
Are there any video games that you're looking forward to over the next couple of years?
Not really.
It's so dry. It's so dry.
Yeah.
It's just too many remasters and resurrections
Sequels.
and sequels, and there's nothing that really captures you like a few years ago where you would go, I have to have that game. When it comes out, I have to have that. Now it's just like, maybe not. Pretty much, mostly not.
Yeah, just wait for a sale. It's either never gonna play or wait for a sale. Never buy it. Never. It's been a long while.
So
And that's quite sad.
I thought
What
I'd just
about
let you-
board games? What board games have you seen? Would like to get?
Yes, there are lots, dude. I've actually got a whole list here.
Top three. Top three.
I've got a whole list. Here.
Top three, definitely one of them for me is the Mysterium board game.
Bloodborne for me.
That's a good one.
I don't remember what the name of it is, but I found it on Amazon. There was a game that, like a board game version of Alice in Wonderland, but it wasn't Alice. It was
I'll get
called Winter Tales or something like that. But it's basically you're playing with Alice and the Mad Hatter and the rabbits and all of that. That seemed pretty cool. So when stock comes back, I definitely want that. And I don't know what else. I think those are my top 2.
No, you've got a couple here. Yes. I'll find them now. Tricking was one of them.
Yeah, but also remember, stuff in our wish list is maybe stuff for your brother and sister-in-law as well. Hey?
Yeah, we need to remove those. Actually, clear up this wish list of it.
So you do yours, and I'll go through our wish list and see which ones I want.
Well, that's what I'm doing right now. So, Bloodborne is definitely one that I want to get. Then there's
a Die Hard board game that I know you want.
Yeah, no, that was getting to that. But the other one was Civilization and Bloodborne. Civilization, Bloodborne, and Die Hard. No, not Die Hard. Back to the Future. That was the other one that I also wanted. There was a Back to the Future game that I want. Yeah. It's a nice game.
I want to at some point get the legacy games, like Legacy Pandemic, which is like a story mode that you can play through.
Oh, what,
the thing is,
Pandemic?
like, yeah, you get them for Pandemic, but you get them for other games as well. It's like a type of game, it's a deluxe version of the game. But instead of playing like randomly, like usually, you go through like a story. Like you pick up cards in a specific way, and it's like playing a video game story.
Yeah.
The downside is that it's really expensive, and then like once you play them once, done.
I think it was Maya Marsh was the one you were talking about.
I think so. I don't know. But I just saw that there's a Horizon Zero Dawn board game. I want that.
Yeah, so there are board games out that are out that we would like to have, of course, because at least board games aren't letting us down.
Guys, before you like just buy things, you should always read reviews.
Yeah, no, that's we've made that mistake already.
Yeah, this game.
We made that mistake.
No words. That game. No.
Yeah. I would
Look,
say
it's
wait
not
for
a
it to come
bad
out,
game.
Wait for reviews. Wait for user reviews.
Yeah, look, it's not a bad game, but it's definitely not our cup of tea. It's not the kind of game that we like.
It's not what we thought it would
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Definitely
The
not
thing
the
is,
type of game that we
we're
like
in
to play.
a board game renaissance now with just a lot of stuff coming out, but that also means that a lot of bullshit comes out, a lot of like money grab.
Yeah, and the money grabs suck.
Yeah, you have to be careful. It's like the Nintendo NES era. Like at any point, one very shit game will crash the market.
Yes, ET. All you have to do is have ET. That's it.
Is there anything you're looking forward to, or that you want?
Like I said, I want like legacy versions of games. There's also one. I want to try the big video games that board games that you can play yourself, like single player. See how that turns out.
Resident Evil. I know that there's a Resident Evil that's out that actually might be a good game. I've seen talk of it being very good. Yeah.
And the Cthulhu themed board games are.
Oh, my brother's got those. The Eldritch Horrors and the Arkham Horrors.
Yeah, those
Those are a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
And
Really
every time I'm ready to buy one, they're never in stock.
That's unlucky.
Let's
get it on Steam. You'll find them on Steam.
Man, I want the board game.
No, the proper one.
I know.
It's not the same.
I know. The board game isn't the same as the board game on Steam. They're like
No, but I
different.
mean, it's not the same as playing it. It's obviously
I
you're most likely playing the same game, but there's a very big difference between playing a board game on
playing a board
PC and playing a board game in real life.
Yeah,
There's a big difference between playing a board game and playing a board game.
And then I also need a
No, dude, your voice is cutting out there.
We heard I need
Can
a.
you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. I also need one of the Dungeons and Dragons board games so I can indoctrinate people into D&D.
You've turned
Just like how I was indoctrinated to D&D through the board games.
No, you know what? I was actually indoctrinated through the games. Baldur's Gate was my first experience with D&D. And then I got into
the PC games.
Yeah. So it actually took me playing Baldur's Gate to actually get into it. That's something.
Have you tried Neverwinter?
I've tried Neverwinter. I've played Neverwinter. I don't like it. Neverwinter Nights I like. Neverwinter itself is a bit meh.
Neverwinter, the online one is not the same.
Neverwinter was my
money-grabbing.
MMO for quite a while. I think from like 2016, 2017.
Yeah, but they got very greedy.
It was a shit game.
Yeah, they got greedy. That's the whole thing. And then they wanted too much for. They like ask so much money, and it's pay to win. All of it's just pay to win, pay to win, pay to win. So I was like, no. And that was when I stopped playing it because I like the other games. I've got Neverwinter Nights 2, Baldur's Gate 2. I've got Icewind Dale 2, Planescape Torment, and then Torment Ties of Namura. Shit tons.
It's a fun game, but just thinking of the Neverwinter things, it reminded me of it. Is Nox.
Nox was a fun game. I like Nox. I think our earphones are here.
Possibly.
I heard the doors.
Yeah.
We ordered new earphones, by the way. So that's why we're talking about it. Yeah, that's us. I'll be back now. Keep talking amongst yourselves.
Left it outside the door. But Nox was a lot of fun, and I thought it was cool and different because like the start of it was weird where the guy was watching his TV and then the TV went all like grey and white where it goes and then he gets sucked into the TV and then goes into this other realm and he has to be the hero to try and save the other realm and stuff like that. It's an old game obviously, but that was a lot of fun and that's one.
Nope, it's not ours.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I missed the new tech. Yeah, I haven't played this game before. What is it called? Nox? N-O-C-K?
Yeah. It's
N-O-X.
N-O-X. It's really old.
Yeah. It is quite old. But yes, no, I've got my favorites. I do definitely have my favorite RPGs when it comes to PC playing games and all of that. The classics, at least. Hey?
What are you guys playing now?
Well, for our videos, we're playing Maneater myself, so I'm playing Maneater. Busy.
Oh yeah, I saw that. You guys, I was about to start streaming this.
Yeah, I'm getting violent with
I'll
humans.
start my streaming series. Marine biologist plays watery games. And just play on the best.
A marine biologist plays very unrealistic shark game.
Unrealistic shark game and fish game.
Yeah, the fish game is quite hectic. Not hectic in like it's difficult, but to control that little ball with the fish is really
it's
hard.
one of those weird sim games like I Am Bread and
Well, it's from
the same guys, yeah.
It's the people who made I Am Fish. So it's from the same people. I want to play I Am Bread because I heard apparently you just like are a piece of bread and you need to be toasted or something like that.
No, what you want to play is actually New World. You've got this fascination with once you get that
I
game.
do.
I don't know why. I really don't.
I'm not sold on New World yet.
Neither am I. I'm not. I'm sorry, but I don't care. Everyone's like, "Oh, I'm so hyped for this game. Look at the trailers." It's like, yeah, it's
Why?
made by Amazon, you dickheads.
It doesn't
Be
seem
careful
to be
when-
anything special about it. Like,
Yeah, exactly. It's like, be careful what Amazon sells you because some of their things are really crap. And look, they make good movies, but you can't always say that their TVs or that their video games are going to be good just because some of their movies are. I mean, yeah, no, this trailer looks fantastic, but I still don't want to play it.
that means
wait.
nothing anymore. In
Exactly.
video game land, that means nothing.
Uh-huh.
All the trailers look great.
Yeah,
and the
because-
game's supposed to be shit.
Yeah, and they make it really look good. They make it like, oh my god, wow,
Yeah.
fantastic, wow.
They get like another company to do the trailer for them,
Yeah,
and they don't get anywhere near that in the actual gameplay.
yeah. Shame. I know Kiz really wants to play the game, so.
It's much of a muchness right now. Like when I was one of those when I first saw it, I was like, oh my god, this game looks amazing. I want to play it. And now it's just
Into
like,
crafting, I suppose like that's the big pull.
3.1.
An MMO with crafting and survival. But there's already like survival games out there you can play with other people, so
Yeah.
I don't feel it's special enough to be something that I'd be interested in.
yeah, that's
But I can see why, like, if you're into like that kind of crafting survival game, it'd be
Yeah.
interesting. And also, it's like the main thing is PvP. Like I only play like PvE games most of the time.
Yeah, and I never read the full 5-star reviews because you know that they're talking shit. So I don't do the 5-star reviews. When it's
You
like
filter,
Yeah.
do not read.
5-star
do
or
not read
1-star.
one.
Yeah, 5 and 1 star, it's pointless because they're more than likely biased towards whatever genre they play on the 1-star, and on the 5-star they're just like, oh, I must praise it now. No, I want an
Zephyr's like,
actual fucking
"Only
review.
the million extremes.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you get the 4-star reviews like I like this game a lot, so much that it made me unsub from WoW. Okay, you know that sounds a bit off. It's like it made you
There's other
unsub from
reasons
WoW.
why I'm subbing.
Exactly. One of the big reasons I think to unsub from WoW is because why are you paying a monthly fee to play an MMO, dude? No one does that anymore.
People still do that. People still do that.
Very few.
Final
Very,
Fantasy
very
14 has a big player base, and you have to pay every month.
few. Oh God, I will never do that. I don't give them money. I don't do that. I do not give like monthly subscriptions to people. Sorry.
well, you do. You give monthly subscriptions to Xbox.
Yeah, but I get lots of free
Ew.
games. You see, I get to play games forever and ever. I've got all of I've got Morrowind, I've got Oblivion, and Skyrim that I can play there. I've got Forza. I get Forza 5 for free on day 1 release. I don't have to pay for it. So I've got reasons why I play or why I have my Microsoft thing. I've got Forza 4. Where the fuck is my mouse gone? Sorry, my mouse just vanished there for a second. So I've got my reasons. I do. I have my reasons as to why I have things. So I do sub to certain things, but things that actually are worth my money. You know, because the games that I'm getting here are worth my money. They're most certainly worth my money. You look very bored,
Who, me?
both of you.
Oh no, like load shedding's about to occur here.
Oh
And I
shit!
had like a couple of things to do, so I'm like, geez, maybe I can get a couple of things. I'm like sitting here.
Well, what we
But
can
it's-
do is we can end it because obviously I do remember you saying that load shedding is going to happen.
Key load
Sorry.
shitty.
Oh, if you guys are happy.
No, it's fine. We can if you need to.
It was a good chat, and it's
Yeah.
almost an hour, so
Yeah,
it's fine.
it's our limit. It's our time limit. We have an
So
hour to do.
before we go, can you tell us where we can find you and where the people can get all of your information and watch all the interesting things that you do?
All the things that I do. Well, the quickest way is to go to geekoscopy.com. And you will find all my podcasts and articles and videos, it's like channel. I don't know whether you can still hear me. Green.
Oh, we lost you there.
Yeah, good. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, geekoscopy.com. That's where you can find. Please
Cool.
visit.
Definitely, guys. That's where you got to check him out. You're also still on YouTube, aren't you?
YouTube, Anchor, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere.
Basically, wherever we
Instagram.
are, he is.
Exactly.
Easy
One
way
of
to do it.
the very few content creators that actually are on more than just 2 or 3 platforms like us.
Yes.
Because others are just like, oh, we're on this, this, and this.
Like, no, we're everywhere. We're everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
On that note, you can find the podcast on Anchor and the video on YouTube. And then in general, you can find us on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, BitChute, Grimesh, and Odyssey.
We're all over the place, guys. We're all over the place.
What's Odyssey?
Odyssey is another. It's like a YouTube, just a different YouTube. So we try to go into as many things as we can.
We haven't put anything up there yet. I need to do that, but there's also Geeks.
Yeah, we've
page
set
for it.
we've set the SA Geeks up on there as well, just so that we have a spot everywhere, you know, so that people know where to find us everywhere. So if ever you lose a video on one, you'll find us somewhere else. We will be somewhere else. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Tunes, thank you so much for bringing the really wonderful conversation that we actually had today about board games and shit. That was epic. I loved it. I'm pretty sure Kez actually enjoyed it too. Yeah. But thanks so much for joining us, and we'll definitely chat to you again in the future. We'll see if we can get you on for another chat again. As always, we like to bring people back because it's fun. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us, and remember, you can always hit that subscribe button right down below, hit the like button, leave a comment, do all the shit that'll help us actually get some more engagement on our channel, because it helps. It really does. Even if it's that much, it helps. Our viewership goes up, our subscribership goes up, and we may actually be monetized. I highly doubt it, but you never know.
One day's one day.
Exactly, but you never know. One day we might just get monetized. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us, and as always, remember, keep it geeky!